Hey folks, welcome to my channel. This is Noman. I'm very happy to review this toy. This is the Civil War Captain America Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 46 review. This is the reissue of the diecast. Really looking forward to opening this toy because I sold my last copy in anticipation of buying the reissue. So I'm gonna pop this in my light box, have a deeper look at everything, and then bring him back out for some fantastic poses. Before we do, I hope you can hit the like button and subscribe button and support my young channel. So the art box features a beautiful red, gold, and silver color scheme. Up top you have Iron Man Mark 46. Down below you have a silver band that features the Captain America Civil War logo. It also tells you that this is the Iron Man Mark 46 Movie Masterpiece Series diecast figure. Top right you have the Sideshow exclusive logo. Unfortunately, my box came a bit damaged. Thank you, DHL. On the side, you have Mark 46 in the background, gorgeous artwork. And again, you can see the Captain America Civil War logo. The back of the box features more gorgeous artwork. You have Iron Man Mark 46 in the background, and you have some of the Avengers in front of him, including T'Challa. You've got Black Widow, you've got War Machine, and I believe that's Vision. You also have some legalese over here. If you're interested in reading that, just pause the video and zoom in. So this side of the box is interesting because they've done things a bit differently from normal Iron Man toys. Instead of putting everything in a styrofoam box, they've got a styrofoam unit here, which carries the Iron Man toy and its accessories. They've got a plastic unit here, which is covered by a slip cover, and inside, I'm assuming, is the base. As typical of Hot Toys, the styrofoam box is very thick, very high quality. You've got the Mark 46 logo deeply engraved over here. So I'm very excited. Let's pop this thing open. Whoa, I feel like they've upgraded the paintwork on this reissue. You've got the battle damage chest plates, some swappable parts for the armor, a couple of flames, and 3 pairs of hands. 2 of these have flames on them too. There you have the booklet. You might need it if you haven't played with an Iron Man toy before. It tells you about the articulation and where to put the batteries in. Inside is the base and lots of batteries, which I am looking forward to popping in. So let's start with all the accessories and then we'll move on to the Iron Man toy itself. So here is everything Mark 46 comes with. We're going to start with a deeper look at the accessories and then move on to the base. So here are all the accessories that Mark 46 comes with, excluding the base, of course, and the flight stand. You've probably noticed that there's no head sculpt, and that's quite disappointing considering that Hot Toys are raising their prices. This is pricier than the reissue. Some of that can be down to inflation. But if the prices are going up, at least include all the accessories he used to come with before. And the sculpt was quite nice for Mark 46. You can still find it on eBay, I'm sure, but remember to get the collar too. So let's start with the hands. These are the relaxed hands. Look quite nice. I feel like the paintwork is glossier than the last time. Some battle damage over here. These hands look a bit like crabs. But yeah, you can move these fingers around and get some fun poses. They're a bit limited. Don't go back as much as they should. However, you can get like a thumbs up sign. You can also probably flip someone off if you want. Maybe Tony Stark is very upset about something. So these hands come in handy if you want to do like a flying pose. You can stick them on either side. Typical flame effect from Hot Toys, thick plastic, nicely painted, just a little bit translucent. So the flames themselves, you can stick them under his feet, again for the flying pose. Again, thick plastic, bit translucent, dark orange here, a little lighter at the base. Have to be a bit careful when handling this because these bits are quite sharp, surprisingly sharp. So let's look at the battle damage chest piece now. Unfortunately, there's only one battle damage piece. I feel like there should be more. For example, Mark 42 came with so many battle damage pieces that you could just transform his look completely. The piece we do get is very nicely molded, very nicely painted. Looks like he got blasted in the center by Captain America's shield. But yeah, I wish that there were some more battle damage stuff with this toy. They could have done some improvements with this reissue. But what we get is quite gorgeous. Again, nice glossy finish. Some battle damage on them too, which is great. You just have to be careful while handling them. On my last Mark 46, I actually broke the missile, had to use super glue to pop it back on. Swappable parts for the shoulders. Nice glossy finish. So here is the battery pack. Comes with lots of batteries. Takes a while to put everything in. I enjoy doing that, however, the problem is that some of these batteries can be quite challenging to get inside. The box does come with a small screwdriver, and it does come with these pliers. So I would suggest that if you're having trouble getting the small batteries in, just use this plier, and it works quite well. Hot Toys has been hit or miss with their bases lately, some underwhelming bases over the last few years, but this diorama is fantastic. I love it. I love the shelf presence of this. I love all the scrap metal in the background and the broken concrete and the iron rod sticking out of the concrete. It's so nicely painted too. You can see the rust. It looks quite authentic. Same with the paintwork over here. The only problem with this base is that it's not meant for museum poses. So if you've got Mark 46 standing on this, he's gonna feel a bit wobbly. This is more for a flight pose, so please consider that before you display this, because you'll need some space for that flight pose. So here's Mark 46 standing proudly on this gorgeous base. There's no support for him, but if you want to take the risk, you can pose him like this. It looks pretty good here. So here's Mark 46 in a flight pose. Looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't he? I really like how this looks. So much shelf presence, and it's just really eye-catching. My last Mark 46 was in a similar pose, had it like this for 3 years, didn't budge, didn't fall, and anyone who came over, this really caught their eye. So here's Mark 46 in the Paint Me Like Your French Iron Man's pose. Looks absolutely beautiful, and I think they've upgraded the paintwork, as I mentioned before. It looks shinier, looks glossier, looks more eye-catching. I love it. This metallic red color. This is my favorite Iron Man armor for sure. I feel like it's the best of both worlds. Mark 46 has that blockiness from the earlier Iron Man armors like Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, Mark 6, but it also has that futuristic look. I like Mark 50 and Mark 85 well enough, but I feel like they're a bit too futuristic looking for me. I think this is the best of both worlds. This captures that futuristic look while still having that raw Iron Man feel to it. So let's look at the articulation now. The head looks quite far up, so you can do some really cool poses. Rotates 360 in case you're trying to do an Evil Dead scene. Looks far down too. Look at the shoulders. You have to pull it out a little bit. Rotates 360. Just be a bit careful. But yeah, you can get some great poses. Let's look at the bicep. Flexes quite nicely. Hand rotates 360. Pretty good too. With the waist, he can look down. There's a bit of a swivel. I think you can pull this out a little bit. There you go. So after you pull that out, you can get some waist swivel, and you can look a bit back and look a bit forward a bit more. The leg, he can kick forward, kick back, Knee bends quite nicely. It's got ankle articulation, toe articulation. With this toy, you just have to find the panels if you don't want to scratch the paint by rubbing some panels against each other or rubbing a panel against the leg. So you just have to find the panels and lift them to articulate safely, and then you won't scratch an area like that. You'll find all the details in the booklet, but for every moving part, there's a panel you can lift to articulate safely. So I'm just going to swap some parts in just to show you how it looks. I'm going to swap this battle damage chest plate. I'm going to swap these shoulder rockets in too. So to swap this out, it's pretty easy. They're magnets, which make your life quite simple. There you go. Swap out the plate, chest plate. Oops. And you can have a look at the armor inside. Looks really good, right? Now you can pop in the battle damage part. As I said earlier, it's a pity it doesn't come with more battle damage stuff. Could have used a battle damage faceplate, maybe something around the forearms, maybe something over here to complete that battle damage look. Still, that Captain America shield cut looks pretty awesome. So guys, it's surgery time. It's time to pop these batteries in and show you all the gorgeous LEDs. But I'm gonna mute the mic because you don't want to hear me cursing out loud. So here we go. So here's Mark 46 with all the LEDs on. Looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't he? Let's rotate it a bit, have a closer look. For a size comparison, here he is next to Mark 1 diecast. They look pretty good together. I wish Mark 1 was a bit bigger, but the height difference isn't horrible. Here he is next to Captain America. These two scale really well together. This is Captain America from Endgame. Here he is next to Endgame Iron Patriot. And wow, these guys look so good together. The red and blue metallic colors really pop together. So my final score for this figure is 4 out of 5 stars. It could have easily been 5 stars, but unfortunately they didn't include the Tony sculpt. So I'm gonna probably look for the Tony sculpt and the collar on eBay. Otherwise, fantastic figure. They've done justice to the best Iron Man armor of all time. Great paintwork. I think they've improved the glossiness. It looks really eye-catching. Love the accessories. Love the base. Love the diorama. I am really pleased with this toy. So that's it. That's my review. Thank you for watching. I hope you can hit the like button and subscribe button. And stay tuned for some fantastic poses from Mark 46.
The sky so far